Everyone loves motivation. We crave that spark, that rush of energy that makes us want to change our lives. But let us be honest, motivation is unreliable. It is emotional. It comes and goes like the weather. One day, you wake up fired up, ready to conquer the world. The next day, you can't even get out of bed. That is not a character flaw, that is human nature. And that is exactly why discipline matters more than motivation. Discipline is the muscle that pushes you forward when motivation disappears. It is what keeps you working, creating, and building even when you don't feel like it. Motivation is the spark. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning long after the spark is gone. Today, we're going deep into the mindset, habits, and systems that separate dreamers from doers. This is the secret to taking action every day, no matter how you feel. Chapter 1. See why motivation fails you. Motivation feels good. Doesn't it? You watch a powerful video, hear a great speech, or read an inspiring quote, and suddenly, you feel unstoppable. But a few hours later, the feeling fades. Reality sets in. You realize that emotional high doesn't last. Here's the problem. Motivation is built on emotion, and emotion changes constantly. You can't build a consistent life on something inconsistent. Let us say you want to get fit. You start working out because you feel motivated. You imagine the six-pack, the confidence, the compliments. But 3 days in, your body hurts, and that excitement turns into resistance. This is where most people quit, not because they're lazy, but because they built their routine on feeling inspired, not on being disciplined. If you rely only on motivation, you'll only act when it is convenient. But success demands consistency even when it is not convenient. Chapter 2. See the power of discipline. Discipline isn't sexy. It is not loud, not exciting, and doesn't give you a dopamine rush. But it works. Every time. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It is showing up early, staying late, and pushing forward when no one is watching. Think of discipline like a muscle. Every time you use it, even in small ways, it gets stronger. When you decide to get up at 6 a.m. instead of hitting snooze, that is discipline. When you choose a salad instead of fast food, that is discipline. When you open your laptop to work instead of scrolling social media, that is discipline. These small wins build your identity. You stop saying I am trying to be disciplined and start saying I am disciplined. Discipline is freedom. Because when you control your habits, you control your life. Chapter 3. See the myth of motivation. Here is something most people never realize. Motivation often comes after action, not before it. You don't wait to feel motivated to start. You start first and then motivation shows up. Think about it. How many times have you forced yourself to start something, even though you didn't want to, and then 10 minutes later, you were in the zone? That is because movement creates momentum. Action feeds motivation. So stop waiting for the perfect mood, the perfect day, or the perfect plan. Start small. Start messy. Start tired, but start. Once you take that first step, your brain shifts from thinking to doing. And that is where transformation begins. Chapter 4. See building the discipline habit. You don't wake up one day with iron discipline. It is built slowly through repetition, structure, and self-respect. Here is how you do it. 1. Set clear, simple goals. Most people fail because their goals are vague. Get in shape is too blurry. Run for 20 minutes every morning, that is clear. 2. Create a routine, not a wish list. Motivated people rely on feelings. Disciplined people rely on systems. Plan your day so that success becomes automatic. 3. Remove friction. Make it easier to do the right thing. Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Turn off notifications when you work. Don't make discipline a battle, make it a path of least resistance. 4. Keep promises to yourself. Every time you follow through, you teach your brain that your word matters. Every time you break a promise, You teach yourself not to trust you, so keep the small promises, they build the foundation for big ones. Chapter 5. See the role of pain and discomfort. Here's the truth. Discipline thrives in discomfort. We live in a world designed for comfort, instant food, instant entertainment, instant everything. But comfort kills growth. When you train yourself to embrace discomfort, you become unstoppable. Because 99% of people run away from it. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is proof that you're changing. Pain is the price of progress. The gym burns, but that's your body rebuilding. Writing for hours is hard, but that's your craft sharpening. Waking up early is painful, but that's your mindset shifting. Every time you do something difficult, you're building a new version of yourself, one that can handle more, endure more, and achieve more. Discipline is choosing pain now for strength later. Chapter 6. See motivation is a visitor. Discipline is a resident. Motivation knocks on your door sometimes. It visits when it feels like it. But discipline, it lives with you. When motivation disappears, discipline stays. When the excitement fades, discipline remains. Discipline doesn't care if you're tired, sad, or busy. It doesn't need applause. And it doesn't need attention. That's why disciplined people win, not because they're special, but because they keep showing up. The world doesn't reward ideas. It rewards consistency. Chapter 7. See the 3-minute rule. Here's a trick to kill procrastination. The 3-minute rule. Tell yourself, I'll just do it for 3 minutes. Open the laptop. Write 1 sentence. Do 1 push-up. Read 1 page. Most of the time, once you start, you'll keep going. Action kills hesitation. You don't need to finish everything right now, you just need to begin. Because beginnings are the hardest part. Chapter 8. See environment shapes discipline. You can build discipline in a distracting environment. Your surroundings matter more than you think. If you're surrounded by people who waste time, you'll start wasting time too. If you live in clutter, your mind feels cluttered. So design your environment for focus and simplicity. Keep your workspace clean. Surround yourself with people who inspire, not drain you. Unfollow negativity. Limit noise. Discipline grows in peace, not chaos. Chapter 9. See how to stay consistent when you feel like quitting. Everyone hits walls. Days when nothing works. Days when your progress feels invisible. Days when you question if it's even worth it. Here's the truth. Those days matter the most. Because that's where your character is built. Anyone can work when it's easy. Few can work when it's hard. Remind yourself why you started. Remember, every step counts. Even the small ones. Every repetition. Every page. Every call. Every move forward, it compounds. Consistency beats intensity. Small actions every day create massive results over time. Chapter 10. See self-respect through discipline. Most people think discipline is punishment. But discipline is self-respect. When you keep your promises to yourself, you build confidence. When you show up even on the bad days, you prove to yourself that you're reliable. That's real self-love. Not comfort. Not indulgence. But accountability. You don't need anyone's validation when you're proud of your own effort. And that pride, that quiet confidence is priceless. Chapter 11. See the daily system. Let's make this simple. Here's a system you can start today. Morning. Wake up at a fixed time, no snooze. Move your body, even for 10 minutes. Plan your top 3 priorities for the day. Afternoon. Block distractions during deep work time. Take short breaks, not to escape, but to recharge. Evening. Reflect for 5 minutes. What did I do well? What can I improve? Prepare for tomorrow. Close. Goals. Mindset. Repeat daily. Success is not a big event, it's a series of small, disciplined days. Chapter 12. See discipline is freedom. At first, discipline feels like restriction. You think it's limiting your freedom. But over time, you realize discipline creates freedom. When you control your habits, you control your results. When you manage your time, you own your life. When you master yourself, nothing outside can control you. Discipline turns chaos into clarity. It turns dreams into plans, and plans into reality. Chapter 13. From discipline to identity. True transformation happens when discipline becomes who you are. You are no longer forcing yourself to work out, you are just someone who trains. You are no longer pushing yourself to write, you are a writer. You are no longer trying to be productive, you are a productive person. That's when you V1. Because it's not about willpower anymore, it's about identity. When you become the kind of person who shows up no matter what, success becomes inevitable.